Hi and welcome. We're going to take a look at the Presto by Thomas Arne. It's from Sonatina number 6, and this movement is currently on the ABRSM grade 5 syllabus. And this video is for Kathy, who's working on this piece. It's in the A-list section, so it's technically demanding at grade 5 standard, and it's mainly our right hand that has to whiz around the keyboard at high speed and do all sorts of gymnastics. So what I'm going to propose to do is to go through it nice and steadily, just this hand, and then I'll just do a walk through with both hands together so we get a glimpse of what's going on. Can I jump straight in and look at the trills? Because they'll probably be a source of anxiety, dare I say. We see our first in the second bar. It's TR written over a crotchet, so we've got a crotchet's worth of time to trill. And what we're going to do is, it's written on over a B. So we're going to start on the note above, which is a C. Then we're going to play the A. There's the A, and then we're into the next beat. We're in 6/8, a compound time, so there are 6 quavers, 6/8 notes in a bar, but there are only 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me now put that trill into the context of those first few bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I suggest taking it down to that sort of speed. Work out exactly what you're going to be doing. Let's hear it again. And what's often a bit misleading is our eye sees a B, but on that beat we're going to play a C. For many of the other trills, they're on a quaver or an 8th note. We simply haven't got time to flap about doing that number of notes. So for example in bar 4 there's one, and we're just going to do a little snap, a little crushed note, a little acciaccatura. It's written on the B, so we will play. I'm going to play you that first phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what's a little bit awkward about that last one is we've just played a C before it. And then we need to hit another C. So take care to lift off. We haven't got time to change fingers or the need to come off and then do the little snap. Let me carry on now. So I started on the upper note. The next section I said I was going to do to the right hand on its own, we almost have to practice. This is one of those rare moments where we pretty much have to practice it with both hands together. The exam booklet suggests taking all of those notes with the right hand, so that would be then a rather awkward leap there. What I prefer to do is to take the F sharp and then just the first 2 notes of the bar with the left hand and the others with the right. And that works particularly well for that. Let's keep going. Now there's a repeated idea there, almost like an echo. It doesn't say it, but we could play with that, couldn't we? We've arrived. Oh, whoops. If we wanted to, or we could keep it strong all the way through. There. Have a play with that idea as well. And then this little tag at the end is very tricky to do. Our hands get caught up. Let's think it through together. As a fingering alternative, what I would ended up doing was putting the fourth on that D. And my logic being that my hand needed to get down there, and the quicker I get it down there, the better. But you may find that you prefer to do the 3 and then go over like that. I played it quite legato there. I think when it's going at pace, this needs to be quite light. It's the final second movement. I'm pretty sure that will be the last movement. It'll be the bit that's going to leave the audience feeling, So it'll be very dancey, and I suspect we might want a slightly light, semi-staccato touch there. As opposed to, which would have made it heavier. Before I go to the second page, let's take stock. I'm going to run through that first page, both hands together, nice and steadily. 1, 2. And a word on the pedalling. The section from bar 9, he's playing with chords, isn't he, there? You can practice it as chords like that. So it's arguable that a little bit of pedal once per bar there is going to work really well. Then, did you notice I was pedalling, did it come over clearly, once per chord for the section from bar 30, from bar 16. Pedal, 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 pedal. Again, because I'm thinking each beat is a chord, so the pedal will work very well there. But I wasn't pedaling for the final bit. Just because I want it to be very light and sparkly and ideally dazzling. Let's have a look at the second page now. Let's again put the right hand on its own. So same trill as before. I'm doing all these with the fourth finger on the 4 and the 3. Don't deny it, it's very awkward. Not at all easy. It may be that you prefer to do 5 and 3. Four and 3, even 3 and 2, but that would necessitate a little quick nip over. All are options, I think. Fingering there will be careful. We need to adhere carefully to what's in the ABRSM booklet, I think. I played a wrong note there, didn't I? Should have been an F sharp. Careful there. I need to be careful. So 2 descending scales shifting down a tone, isn't it? repeat. Repeat the note. And that chord sequence there at the end, we hear an awful lot in classical music. The next section, again, I would just take those two notes with the left hand, perhaps a little dab of pedal. We know this. I say we know it. It's identical, isn't it? But just transposed into a different key so that it ends in the right key of G major. Let me now finish off by playing through that second page, both hands together, nice and steadily. For the exam, the suggestion is you need to be going at a beat is 88, which is actually quite a steady pace for a presto, but it's still tricky. I think ultimately it could go even faster than that. Presto means, really fast, almost as fast as you dare. It's one of these pieces that can almost go at any speed. Fun trying to whiz it along like that. Kathy, it's a great piece to be studying. There's a lot in it. It's tricky. Our fingers have to whiz around. I hope you enjoy studying it. Any questions, do get in touch. Take care. Bye-bye for now.